Hello friends, for opening Demat account, please make use of the link available in description. In this video, I am going to discuss about the basic terms used in share market like LTP, pre-market session, post-market session, after-market order, gap up, gap down, how opening price and closing price were calculated. Everything we will see detailedly in this video. For trading in share market, you should know all these terms. In both NSE and BSE, Monday to Friday trading will happen. Saturdays, Sundays and public holidays trading will not happen. These are trading holidays. Especially in one public holiday, that is on Diwali, the trading will happen for only 1 hour in the evening session. That is called as Muhurat trading. Many Indians have a sentiment of starting their trading on this occasion. On trading day, 9:15 am to 3:30 pm is called as market hours. Exactly at 9:15 am, market will open and starts trading. During the market hours, the market price of the shares will fluctuate automatically based on the demand and supply. 15 minutes before the market hours, that is 9 am to 9:15 am, it is called as a pre-market session. Similarly, at the end of market hours, that is from 3:30 pm to 4 pm, it is called as a post-market session. Exactly by 4 pm, post-market session will complete. 4 pm to till next trading day 9 am, it is called as after market hours. Saturdays, Sundays and public holidays also will include in after market hours. During market hours of 9:15 am to 3:30 pm, in stock exchange, the company shares will be traded among the investors. During market hours, we can place buy order or sell order, and during the market hour itself, our order will be considered for execution by the stock exchange. In after market hours also, we can place buy order or sell order. This order is known as after market order, that is AMO. Who will place the after market order, we will see now. For most of the working category people, it is difficult to find time during the market hours. So, these working category people, after reaching home in the evening, they will detailedly analyze the company shares and then they will place the after market order. Passive investors, mostly they do long-term trading. So, passive investors who likes to hold the shares for long-term, they used to do lengthy analysis in non-trading hours and they place the after market order. Next, if any good news about a company comes after 4 pm, then for buying that shares, investors used to place after market order. If any bad news comes, then for selling that shares, investors used to place after market order. In after market hours, that is during 4 pm to next trading day 9 am, you can place after market order, but during the after market hours, that orders will not be considered for execution by the stock exchange. Pre-market session is split into two parts. In that first 8 minutes, that is 9 am to 9:08, this is considered as first part. During this time, stockbrokers will forward all the after-market order to stock exchange. While placing after market order, mostly people will choose two options. First is market order, second is limit order. If you select the option of market order, then exactly till 9:08 you can modify your orders, or if you like to cancel your order, then you can cancel it. If you select the option of limit order, then till your order get executed by the stock exchange, at any time you can modify or cancel your order. In pre-market session, next part is from 9:08 to 9:15 am. In this time, stock exchange will match all the buy orders and sell orders, and then they will decide the opening price for all company shares based on the demand and supply. Exactly from 9:15 am, all the company shares will start trading from its opening price. Those who placed after market order, in that everyone will not get shares exactly at 9:15 am. For example, let me assume that stock exchange had decided L&T Limited shares opening prices 1000 rupees. Then for L&T shares, those who placed after market order by selecting market order option, for that person alone, the order will be executed at the opening price of 1000 rupees. That is, those who placed buy order, they will get shares at 9:15 am for the price of 1000 rupees. Those who placed sell order, their shares will be sold at 9:15 am for the price of 1000 rupees. Next, let me assume that I am placing after market order to buy L&T share by selecting limit order option, and I am fixing the limit price as 950 rupees. That means if the L&T share price is 950 rupees, then I need shares. That is the actual meaning for that. In this case, I will not get shares at 9:15 am because the opening price of L&T share is 1000 rupees. At the same time, my order will not be cancelled also. In stock exchange, my order will remain pending. During the trading hours of 9:15 am to 3:30 pm, if the L&T share price drops to 950 rupees, then I will get shares. If the share price doesn't drop to 950 rupees till 3:30 pm means, then I will not get shares and my order will be cancelled by the stock exchange at 3:30 pm. Now we will see how opening price of L&T share is calculated based on the aftermarket order. Let me assume for 999 rupees there are 100 buy orders and 50 sell orders received. If I match these buy orders and sell orders, then 50 shares will get traded. Let me assume for 1000 rupees 100 buy orders and 200 sell orders received. If I match this, then 100 shares will get traded. And finally, let me assume for 1001 rupees 100 buy orders and 80 sell orders received. If I match this, 80 shares will get traded. Stock exchange will select the opening price in such a way that more number of shares should get traded like that. In this example, if I select 1000 rupees as the opening price, then only maximum number of shares will get traded. That is, maximum 100 shares will get traded. In some situations, for some company shares, there will be too many buy orders will be received, but there will be no sell orders. In this case, no one will get shares and the share price will increase to the maximum level. Similarly, if there are too many sell orders and there is no buy order means, in this case, the shares will not get sold and the share price will decrease to the minimum level. We can see one example for this. Previously, Ruchi Soya company was in big loss and that share was traded at the price of around 2 rupees. But recently, Patanjali had taken over this Ruchi Soya company. So, now in market, there is a huge demand for this share. In this slide, in left side you can see the buy orders for Ruchi Soya and in right side you can see sell orders. There are so many buy orders but no sell order in the market. In this situation, shares will not get traded and the share price will increase day by day. During the pre-market session of 9 am to 9:08, that time also you are able to place fresh orders. That order is called as pre-market order. That pre-market orders will be forwarded to stock exchange along with the after-market order. Post-market session from 3:30 pm to 4 pm, it is a closing session for stockbrokers. In this post-market session, between 3:40 pm to 4 pm, you can place orders. That order is called as a post-market order. How the shares having opening price at 9:15 am, similarly the shares will have closing price at 3:30 pm. After the trading hours, that is after 3:30 pm, if you like to buy or sell the shares at closing price, then you can place a post-market order. Your order will get executed at the closing price. But in post-market order, you cannot place limit order. Suppose the market opens without the pre-market session, then all the shares market price will face a fluctuation of at least 3% during the opening. To avoid this volatile market only, pre-market session was introduced. To collect information about share market or about all company shares, you can use Money Control website. In this website, advertisement will be a little disturbance. Other than that, for investors, this is one of the best website. Through Google, you can open Money Control website. In Money Control website, at the top, if you see, you can find a search bar. In search bar, you can enter the company's name which you want to search. I am typing Britannia in search bar. Like this, trading news regarding Britannia share will open. In left side, you can find trading information in BSE and in right side, you can find trading information in NSE. In the top, you can find some link like charts, technicals, valuation, corporate action, news, financial, annual report, shareholding. Like this, you can find some link. If you click those links, you can get detailed information about Britannia share. Exactly on 13th February, time 14:21, that is 2:21 pm, I had taken this screenshot. In that time, Britannia shares current market price in BSE is 3,113 rupees 50 paise. In NSE, 3,115 rupees 60 paise. During the market hours of 9:15 am to 3:30 pm, the current market price will continuously vary based on the demand and supply. In some situations, 2% or 3% fluctuation also will be found in the market price. During the market hours, the shares current market price is called as LTP, that is last traded price. I can tell exactly at 2:21 pm, Britannia shares LTP is in BSE 3,113 rupees 50 paise, in NSE 3,115 rupees 60 paise. In next second even, the LTP will change based on demand and supply. after the market session, that is from 3:30 p.m. to next trading day 9:15 a.m., the LTP will not change. In maximum times, both NSE and BSE will not show the same LTP. For example, in our place, we can find price of onion in one market will be different from the price of onion in another market. Similarly, demand and supply in both BSE and NSE market will not be same. So, the LTP also will not be same in both market. For example, if the difference between LTP in NSE and BSE is more, then you can buy the Britannia share from one market and you can sell in another market also. In this place, we can see today's opening price of Britannia share. In BSE, 3,150 rupees is the opening price and in NSE, 3,132 rupees is the opening price. In this place, we can see the previous trading day's closing price. That is, on February 12th, Britannia shares closing price is in BSE 3,137 rupees 90 paise, in NSE 3,136 rupees 80 paise. In this we can see in previous trading day at how much lowest price the Britannia share got traded and at how much highest price the Britannia share got traded. In BSE, previous trading day's lowest price of Britannia is 3,108 rupees and previous trading day's highest price is 3,150 rupees. For intraday traders, this information will be very useful for them. Below that we can see last 52 weeks lowest and highest price. 52 weeks means last 1 year's lowest and highest price. Similar to BSE, in NSE also you can see previous trading days lowest and highest price and last year's lowest and highest price of Britannia share. In share market, the previous trading day's closing price will not be announced as today's opening price. Based on the demand and supply in after market order only, the opening price will be decided by the stock exchange. Gap is one of the term used in share market. That is, the difference between today's opening price and the previous trading day's closing price is defined as gap. For example, I will take a company share and let me assume that shares previous trading day closing price is 300 rupees and today's opening price is 320 rupees like that. In this, today's opening price is higher than previous trading day's closing price. So, this is called as gap up opening. Here, gap up opening is nothing but today's opening price 320 rupees minus previous day's closing price 300 rupees. That is, gap up opening is 20 rupees. In this example, let me assume that previous trading day's highest price is 330 rupees like that. Then, in this case, today's opening price is higher than the previous day's closing price, but lower than the previous day's highest price. So, this is known as a partial gap up. Instead, let me assume previous trading day's highest price is 310 rupees like that. Then, in this case, today's opening price is higher than both previous day's closing price and previous day's highest price. So, this is known as a full gap up. One more example, let me assume that shares previous day closing price is 300 rupees and today's opening price is 290 rupees like that. Then in this, today's opening price is lower than the previous day's closing price. This is a gap down opening. Here, gap down opening is 10 rupees. In this example, let me assume that previous day's lowest price is 280 rupees like that. Then, in this case, today's opening price is lower than the previous day's closing price, but higher than the previous day's lowest price. So, this is called as a partial gap down. Instead, let me assume previous day's lowest price is 295 rupees. Then, in this case, today's opening price is lower than both previous day's closing price and previous day's lowest price. So, this is called as full gap down. In this place, we can find the difference between current LTP and previous day's closing price. In BSE, previous day's closing price is 3,137 rupees 90 paise. Now, LTP is 3,113 rupees 50 paise. The difference is 24 rupees 40 paise. Suppose the LTP is higher than the previous day's closing price, then the value will be mentioned with a positive sign. Suppose the LTP is lesser than the previous day's closing price, then the value will be mentioned with negative sign. In bracket, they will mention the difference in percentage. If the current LTP is greater than previous day's closing price, then for indicating that, green color triangle is used which faces the upward direction. This symbol shows market is in upward direction, that is, the market is bullish. If the current LTP is lower than the previous day's closing price, then for indicating that, red color triangle is used which faces the downward direction. This symbol shows market is in downward direction. That is nothing but market is bearish. In share market, Instead of the term bullish, some will use the term long. He is bullish on the market. That means he think the market will be in upward direction like that. That we can tell in another way as he is long on the market. Similarly, instead of the term bearish, some will use the term short. He is bearish on the market. That means he think the market will be in downward direction like that. That we can tell in another way as he is short on the market. For indicating the bullish market, all the countries will use green color, but China alone will use red color. Similarly, for indicating the bearish market, all the countries will use red color, but China alone will use green color. In this place we can see today how many Britannia shares got traded in stock exchange. The term which indicate this number is volume. In BSE, around 24,900 shares got traded today, and in NSE, around 6,69,000 shares got traded today. In previous days, how many shares got traded in stock exchange? For getting that data, click this I symbol. Like this, one icon will open. Here we can see in BSE averagely 27,000 shares got traded in last 5 days, averagely 24,000 shares got traded in last 10 days, and averagely 18,000 shares got traded in last 30 days. Here we can check the liquidity status of any shares in the share market. That is, if more volume of shares got traded means then in stock exchange that shares liquidity is high. Similarly, we can see the volume of shares got traded in NSE in last 5 days, last 10 days and last 30 days. This data also will be available. NSE is the biggest market than BSE. Always more volume of shares get traded in NSE than the BSE. Next we are going to see the term market depth. Mostly active investors will use this term market depth. This term shows in market how many quantity of buy orders are available and those buyers for which price they are ready to buy the shares. Similarly, how many quantity of sell orders are available and those sellers for which price they are ready to sell the shares. This data we can check in this market depth. For getting this data, click the I symbol near the term market depth. Like this, one icon will open. In left side we can see in market currently how many buy orders are available and for which price they are ready to buy the shares. That data we can see. Similarly, in the right side in market currently how many sell orders are available and for which price they are ready to sell the shares. That data we can see. In left side, in first row we can see at present the buyers are ready to buy totally 17 shares at the price of 3,133 rupees 5 paise. Below that, remaining buyers are ready to buy the shares at lower than that price. In buyer side, always who is ready to buy the shares at higher price. That will be mentioned at the top. Similarly, in the right side, in first row we can see at present the sellers are ready to sell totally 10 shares at the price of 3,135 rupees. Below that, remaining sellers are ready to sell the shares at higher than that price. In seller side, always who is ready to sell the shares at lower price. That will be mentioned at the top. In market, any buyers at which price they likes to buy the shares. That price is called as bid price. Similarly, in market, any sellers at which price they likes to sell the shares. That price is called as offer price or ask price. In stock exchange, at 3:30 PM, all the company shares will have one market price. That market price will not be fixed as the closing price of the shares. At 3:30 PM, how the closing price will be calculated for the shares, we will see now. In National Stock Exchange, how the shares closing price will be decided means during last half an hour, that is 3 PM to 3:30 PM, at which price the shares got traded. Based on that only closing price will be decided. For calculation purpose, let me assume Britannia share. During last half an hour, let me assume that for 100 rupees 90 shares got traded, for 98 rupees 100 shares got traded, and for 102 rupees 50 shares got traded. Average price of the shares traded in last half an hour will be decided as the closing price. Total number of shares got traded will be 90 plus 100 plus 50, that is totally 240 shares got traded. And if I calculate total trade value, that will come as 23,900 rupees. For calculating average price, total trade value 23,900 rupees divided by total number of shares got traded 240, that is 99 rupees 58 paise. So Britannia shares closing price will be decided as 99 rupees 58 paise. In Money Control website, if you scroll down, you can find a chart like this. In that, you can see how the Britannia share got traded in previous days. If you are a short-term investor, then you can use previous 1 week chart or 1 month chart, and using that you can do technical analysis. If you are a long-term investor, then you can use previous 1 year or 2 year or 5 year chart, and using that you can do the technical analysis. If you click on the link corporate action, then you can find when the company's board meeting were conducted, and you can also find what were the quarterly results of Britannia company like that. Nearby that, you can find the link dividend, bonus, split. By clicking that link, you can know about Britannia company's announcement regarding dividend, bonus shares and share split. To find in Britannia company how much percentage of shares are in promoter holding and how much percentage of shares are with public, for that by clicking the link shareholding you can find out that. Britannia company promoter hold 50.66% shares. Next, foreign portfolio investors hold 15.7% shares. Next, total DII, that is domestic institutional investors, which includes mainly insurance company and mutual funds. In that, insurance company hold 7.43% shares and mutual fund hold 5.17% shares. Finally, others category. In that only, like us, retail investors will be included. This category hold 15.62% shares. If any company promoter hold more than 50% of shares, then it is a positive sign. And in this very important details we have to check is whether the promoter had pledged any shares or not. In Britannia, 0% of shares are pledged. We will see what is the meaning of pledged. Pledged means shares are given as a security for taking loan from any bank or any financial institution. If a company is pledging shares, then it is a very negative sign to invest in that company. We will see detailedly about this in fundamental analysis series. If you click the link financials, then you can get Britannia company's sales and profit statement. In this, you can see recent quarterly results. That is, from December 2018 to December 2019 results we are able to see. The numericals mentioned here are in crores. Net sales means Britannia company what they are producing, like biscuits, cakes, that total sales of products in every quarterly were mentioned as net sales. In business, net sales is called as top line of the company. From net sales of a company, if you deduct product expenditure, loan interest, tax, then you will get finally net profit. This is the real profit of a company. In business, net profit is called as bottom line of the company. Before investing in any company shares, a basic thing we have to check is whether the bottom line of a company and top line of a company is keep on increasing in every quarterly or not. If it grows in every quarterly, then it is a positive sign. You can do some more analysis and then you can invest in that shares. For doing a better analysis, you can make use of this link. Balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow. In this, you can get last 5 years detailed information about Britannia company. That will be more sufficient to do the company analysis. Before investing in any company, do the fundamental analysis and then invest in that company. We have prepared totally 8 videos in the concept of basics of stock market and totally 10 videos in the concept of fundamental analysis. By watching those videos continuously, you will get a complete idea about stock market and you will feel easy to invest in stock market. In description you can find remaining videos link. If you have any doubt in this video, please make a comment, I will reply.